y'all, welcome in or welcome back to the Monster Meadow. My name is Meadow, and guess who just arrived? Miss Ghouls Rule Lagoona Blue, the SDCC doll for 2026. So let's go ahead and take a look at her in her giant box before we set this fishy free. Alright, here is Lagoona Blue in her box. This box is so big for some reason, like I can't even fit it all in the camera. But up top we have Monster Ice Collector. At the bottom, Ghouls Rule Lagoona Blue. We have this cutout in the shape of a anglerfish mouth, I want to say, because that's kind of what's all throughout her outfit. But yeah, this is the side. At the bottom we have Mattel, Ghouls Rule Lagoona Blue, and a beautiful artwork of her. And then we have a diary entry. Adjusting the camera. I can't even fit all of it. Oh my goodness. Okay. This diary belongs to Lagoona Blue. July 23rd. Today I woke up to big news. I'm the organizer for this year's Halloween bash. I hadn't thought I'd get the gig. After all, I'm known to rock up anywhere with dripping hair and floppies. But the party committee must have loved my pitch. Excited as a kraken who just found a ship, I hopped out of bed and surfed the swell while morning mist curled off the waves. Later, I sat on my board with my fins trailing the water. It's where I do my best thinking. An endless to-do list just swirled through my head. Send invites, plan spooky lighting, ask Holt to DJ, procure piranhas for party favors. Every Halloween, monsters and humans flaunt their most over-the-top fashions to celebrate their kinship. The tradition drifted for centuries, but last year's bash finally put our conflict to death. To rest. This year had to be just as far out. That's when I saw the light, an anglerfish's light to be exact. I could throw an underwater masquerade. A vision swam before me as clear as the Great Scarier Reef. Monsters and normies in gorgeous lurks, swaying like kelp in a current. The only snag? Most guests can't breathe underwater. Until I realized the Erie Aquarium could lend the same effect. My dad knows the creature who runs it, so the venue sorted itself. I've already dreamed of what I'll wear. A beaut of a dress that ripples like waves, iridescent as moonlight on water, with fin sleeves, skeletal eel accessories, and slouchy netted boots. And for the final splash of intrigue, an anglerfish mask. Crikey, there's plenty to prepare over the next few months, but I just know the night will be a tidal wave of fun. I can feel it in my bones. And then here is the top. It has Lagoona's skelett. And here we see Glenda Chu was the designer. And Fifi Kai, maybe? Packaging designer, illustrator, character illustrator, writer, packaging engineers, hair designer, face designers, textile designers, sculptors, development program management associates, and yeah, that's it. Then on the bottom, JKM 43. And this box does have a sort of shine to it. It's kind of glittery on the cardboard. But yeah, that is Lagoona's box. Let's go ahead and set her free. Alright, let's crack this box open and set Lagoona free. Alright, she comes with a certificate of authenticity. It's just one of the paper ones, not one of the fancy ones. It says, "This certifies that your Monster High Collector Lagoona Blue doll materialized through the collaborative efforts of designers and artists at Mattel." And no signature, but Glenda Chu was credited on the top of the box. This is neat. We've got her skelet right up here. And then this rib cage at the very back. It's cool. Let's see here. This is a very interesting box. So in the box behind where Lagoona was, we have what looks to be 3 of the Ghouls Rule Ghouls. I think I see Claudine, Draculora, and I want to say Cleo, maybe Frankie. But yeah, I see Claudine's fur on her pants and Draculora's wings. But I can't tell who the 3rd silhouette is. And then we have Perry and Pearl up here in the water. And this looks like this might be Cyrena over here. So yeah, it's very cute. Perry and Pearl and what I believe is Cyrena, the 3 Ghouls Rule Ghouls. Well, 3 of the 5. Yeah, there's some pretty cute Easter eggs in this box. See, I see Toralei from the Great Scary Reef movie. So maybe this isn't Cyrena. Maybe this is Claudine. So it looks like there may be ears. But yeah, there's Toralei. There's also a skelet over here. Yeah, so there's a few Easter eggs in the box. Very cute. Let me finish getting this plastic off of Lagoona. Alright, so let's take a look at what Lagoona comes with first. This is the stem of her stand. It's just a regular waist clip stand. This is the base of her stand. It has her skelet right in the middle of what looks to be a pool of water. And then coming out of the water, we have these waves and kraken tentacles. So yeah, that's her stand. Very big, I will say. Very large. She was actually rubber banded to the tentacles in the box. I was actually surprised at how many rubber bands was used in her packaging. There weren't nearly as many T-ties. She had 2 around each calf. I think 2 around her thighs. 1 around her waist, and then the 3 in the back of her head, and that was it. The rest was rubber bands. Here is her mask. We have the anglerfish motif, these skeletal fins, and the handle, of course. It's just a dark gray. I was expecting it to have some kind of shimmer to it, but I don't see a whole lot of that. So, yeah. But here is the ghoul of the moment, Lagoona. Mine is kind of wonky. The quality control of her has not been the greatest. Her screening is kind of off to the right. But what are you gonna do? So here we have the dorsal fin headpiece. She has tentacle earring cuffs on both sides. They go up like this. Her hair is not nearly as yellow as it looked in the original pictures. It is a little more platinum, but it is gelled to shit, so I'm gonna be combing that out. Her dress has a leotard underneath. I do like the dress. Her skirt is 3 layers. We have this top wavy layer, this black fishnet layer, and then another wavy layer, and then the leotard part. Of course, we have the eel skeleton moment. It doesn't want to stay around her waist for some reason. I might rubber band that, but yeah. Her skeleton of an eel. I don't mind the fins. I know a lot of people were kind of thrown off by them. It's the same layering situation as the skirt, where we have a black fishnet in between the wavy pieces. My only critique of the sleeves is I wish they were tighter on her arms. They're kind of loose. And there's cutouts for her fins, which it looks a little awkward, I'm not gonna lie. It's also not hemmed where the fin cutout is. At least it doesn't appear to be. It could be microscopic, but yeah, it doesn't appear to be hemmed. And I do enjoy the boots. The stockings are falling down, but she does have some fishnet stockings. They just don't want to stay up for some reason. Here are the fishnet stockings. They kind of fall down into the boots. I do enjoy the boots. Again, I wish they were a little tighter to her legs and not as slouchy. A lot of people were calling these trash bag boots because they're just black and slouchy. There are some holographic specks in the boots. It might be a little hard to see on camera, but it's there. There's also cutouts for her leg fins, and she even got a new fin sculpt for this doll. It's a little more extravagant than her normal fins. And then I am absolutely in love with these object heels. That's just so cool. So scary in a way. I'm not scared of them, but I know a few little kids that would run screaming in terror at the sight of this, so. But yeah. That is Ghouls Rule Lagoona Blue. I wish she came with a candy pail and a photo card like the original Ghouls Rule dolls did. But nope, just the doll, the stand, and the mask. So yeah, I'll go ahead and brush her hair out and get her posed on her stand so we can give her her 360, and then I will be right back with you guys. Alright, that is all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and let me know. If you'd like to see more content between now and my next video, you can check out all of my socials, linked in the description down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to see you all in my next video, and remember, don't be afraid to be yourself. Bye!